Fani Willis on a 94-page indictment spelling out 220 charges against 26 people alleged to be involved in the drug-rich gang.
They use things like prescription bottles and money symbols, and this is in their jewelry and their tattoos, and we see that present here.
Investigators say the gang started in DeKalb County in 2016, but has branched out across metro Atlanta, committing crimes like shootings, home invasions, and burglaries. Their 16 targets include Atlanta celebrities, athletes, and influencers who all post their possessions on social media.
They're immediately going to closets. They're immediately going to bedrooms. They know where these high-end items are.
According to this indictment from the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, investigators used rap lyrics and social media to track down some of the gang members. Last week, Sandy Springs police announced the arrest of 3 people in Florida tied to the drug-rich gang. Sergeant Matt McGinnis says gang members are not stopping there.
In January 2023, Gwinnett County authorities unsealed a sweeping 210-count RICO indictment that sent shockwaves through Metro Atlanta's law enforcement and criminal justice community. The case targeted 2 violent and interconnected street gangs, the 56 Gang and the drug-rich crew responsible for a disturbing pattern of violence, retaliation, and organized crime stretching back to at least 2021. The investigation, which began after a deadly shooting in Duluth, would uncover a ruthless criminal enterprise built on fear, drugs, and gunfire and culminate in the arrest of 25 individuals, with 1 fugitive still at large. The investigation began in earnest after the August 2021 deletion of Jeremiah Preto, who was shot and met his demise on Boggs Road in Duluth, Georgia. Authorities say Preto was lured to the location by members of the 56 Gang, ambushed, and executed in a planned hit. His murder wasn't random. It was part of a broader power struggle between the 56 Gang and rival sets, particularly a faction known as the Blitz. The demise became the centerpiece of the indictment and revealed the gang's use of calculated violence to eliminate perceived enemies and assert control over their territory. In addition to the Preto demise, members of 56 and Drug Rich were tied to multiple attempted deletions. Investigators detailed several incidents where gang members fired into occupied vehicles and homes, targeting rival gang members and even civilians caught in the crossfire. These shootings were often planned in group chats or during in-person meetups, with designated drivers, shooters, and lookouts. One attempted shooting involved a car chase and shootout in a residential neighborhood, putting dozens of lives at risk. Another targeted a rival who had allegedly posted disrespectful messages on social media, resulting in a high-speed pursuit and gunfire exchanged in broad daylight. The gangs didn't survive solely on drug profits. They also engaged in violent armed robberies and carjackings, often using the proceeds to purchase firearms, drugs, or fund music videos used for gang promotion. Victims were frequently robbed at gunpoint for their vehicles, phones, or cash. In one case, a teenager was beaten, stripped, and robbed at gunpoint by 56 gang members who later posted about the incident online. In another, drug-rich members carjacked a delivery driver, using the vehicle later in a retaliatory drive-by. The indictment details dozens of robberies, each one marked by escalating brutality and brazen disregard for law enforcement presence. Drug RICS, in particular, operated as a street-level drug trafficking operation, distributing drugs. The gang used apartments, trap houses, and Airbnbs as storage and distribution hubs. Members often sold drugs directly to users, but also relied on middlemen and social media to move product. Proceeds were used to bail out arrested members, purchase firearms, and sustain gang operations. Surveillance and confidential informants revealed Drug Rich's role in the Atlanta area pill trade, especially targeting young adults and high school students with fake Percocets and Xanax laced with fentanyl, creating both street clout and deadly consequences. As law enforcement pressure increased, gang members turned to intimidation tactics to silence potential witnesses. This included threatening known informants, sending coded messages online, and harassing families of cooperating individuals. In some cases, Retaliation occurred swiftly after someone posted about cooperating with police. Several defendants were caught on jail calls discussing whether certain individuals could be trusted or should be handled. These actions directly led to enhanced charges of witness tampering and terroristic threats, a growing concern for prosecutors trying to bring these cases to trial.